Hey everybody.
Hey.
We've been on the road for, oh my gosh, 2 months and 1 day.
It's over 2 months already, yeah.
We have really lost track of, doing all these things, all these little updates because look at where we are right now.
There's a lot to see, a lot to do.
Sorry.
We are broadcasting live from the top of our RV in just a little bit outside of Sedona, and really beautiful Arizona sunset. When we pulled in about a half an hour ago, it registered at 99 degrees out. So that's what we're dealing with. We're boondocking tonight. So it'll be it's beautiful though. It's starting to cool down already, so we're good.
We'll be fine. So since the last time we did an update, I think we've been to San Francisco. We're not going to talk about that. Just know we had plenty fun. That's right. But then the two parks that we've been to are Sequoia and Grand Canyon. And we were blessed with Tennille's presence. I was supposed to do this with Tennille, and then we were having way too much fun.
Yeah,
it was like,
didn't happen.
It was a non-stop party because she came out, we did Sequoia, and then we drove to Grand Canyon. Oh, Vegas was in the middle. Also not going to talk about that.
That was fun.
But then at Grand Canyon, we met up with our friend Lido, who lives and works at the North Rim. Don't forget about me, Lido. You got to help me get a job, buddy. And then my best friend from high school, middle school drove up. So there were like 5 of us hanging out in the rig. It was
fun.
So much fun. Like, I definitely have needed that social interaction. And of course, the dogs were just like ecstatic that we were all together.
It's a big party.
It's been a big party. And I went home for 5 days and just got back yesterday.
So
I moved Bella Boo into her dorm at OSU.
College bound.
She's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I was a wreck, but
It's okay. Look what she comes back to though, right?
I mean, yeah.
Me and the dogs were living life for a week, doing not much, waiting for her to get back. She's my entertainment committee.
Imagine that. All right, so let's do some fun facts.
Yeah, let's talk about Sequoia. So Sequoia, home of some of the largest trees in the world. Sequoia National Park is the second oldest park in the country, second to Yellowstone. So that's interesting. It's an old park. We'll start with General Sherman. General Sherman is the oldest tree in the park, actually on Earth. No, it's the oldest tree.
Largest.
It's the largest tree on Earth by volume. It is the largest living organism on the Earth. That's what I was trying to get to. It stands 270 feet tall, 36 feet in diameter, and is known to be about over 2,200 years old. I can't even believe what that tree has seen, so that's pretty cool. The park's interesting. The Sequoia National Park ranges in elevation from anywhere from 1,300 feet all the way up to over 14,000 feet in the park. The Mount Whitney borders the park, and of course Mount Whitney is the tallest mountain at 14,494 feet in the States, so that's a pretty cool fact. And something I didn't realize, but underneath the park there are over 200 caves, and there's a crystal cave which is 3 miles long, which is the only cave open to public tours. Everything else is under scientific research, but underneath that park is a bunch of undiscovered areas, so I think that's pretty nifty. Fun park.
And Sequoia is not meant to be driven by RVs over 22 feet,
I don't know how we got up there.
We're like 3 feet longer than that. It was terrifying. It was something.
Yeah.
Tennille took like a whole video, but she couldn't post it because it would make everybody vomit. Yeah, it was wild.
Crazy. A lot of hairpin turns and straight up the whole way. We did it.
We did it. So when we went to Grand Canyon, Tennille and I ended up actually doing a hike into the canyon down to Ribbon Falls, which I call them hidden falls. They're not like hidden, but they're not well traversed. So we did like a 20-mile hike with almost 6,000 feet of climb, and Selena came down into the canyon with us like 2.5 miles, which doesn't sound like No.
She went
4.5 miles. She's recovering from surgery, from getting rad, as she says, on her bike. So she shouldn't have came in at all, but so that was fun. Let me tell you some fun facts about Grand Canyon.
Let's hear some.
All right, let me tell you. So I found my people. They are the Supai people. There's a hidden village in the Grand Canyon. I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna find it. Last census, there were only 208 people that live there. It is the most remote village in the contiguous United States. So the only way to get there is by helicopter, foot, or mule. It's like 8 miles from any given road. So that's super rad. No one really knows how old the Grand Canyon is. So they previously thought that it had started to be carved out like 5 to 6 million years ago, but now they have new evidence that it may have started happening up to 70 million years ago. No way to even wrap my mind around that.
I mean, the whole thing
numbers.
used to be under the ocean at one point, right? The whole Grand Canyon was the bottom of the ocean. It's not at one point.
Our planet is wild.
It's pretty crazy.
Get excited.
Yeah.
It's wild. So we started at the North Rim, which the North Kaibab Trail is the least hiked trail in the Grand Canyon. So it's absolutely stunning. There's very few people that are on it.
It's the longest and steepest part of the trail.
It is the steepest part of the trail, yeah. And it goes up the highest. So the North Rim is over 8,000 feet of elevation. Yeah. So it is, kicks your butt coming out of it. Tania was MFing me like 3 miles out, and then I had like this little cardiac event, and it was a whole thing. Anyway, so if you were to cross from the North Rim to the South Rim, it takes anywhere from like 22 to 25 miles, depending on your route. But like from a bird's eye view, it's only about 6 miles from North Rim to South Rim. However, if you wanted to drive from the North Rim to the South Rim, 200 miles, and it's going to take you about 5 hours to do it. So the Grand Canyon is anywhere from 10 to 18 miles across is the maximum length. Google, I found different things. It is 190 miles long and a mile deep. It encompasses 277 miles of the Colorado River, which is also pretty rad. So I definitely want to do a rafting trip down that. Not sure if Mark's...
I don't know. That's an epic river, but I am not a water fan. So rapid water and me, I don't know.
But you get a guide. You pay someone.
Yeah, might be worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
Take a chance, right?
And the Hopi Indians believe that the Grand Canyon is a gateway to the afterlife. So if you have never been there, you need to go there. It's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. But if you go into the canyon, and you don't have to go very far in. So Mark?
Yeah, I went down 2.5 miles with Lido, and I mean, the views, I can't even describe them, and I would love to go to the bottom at some point in my life. But what we did was pretty epic. That North Rim, I've been to the South Rim a few times. It's beautiful, but the North Rim is much prettier. There's just more trees. It's greener. It's higher. It's gorgeous.
Less people-y.
Much less people.
Most importantly, less people-y. And you can take dogs on like any of the trails that go through the campgrounds or like around the rim. So it was nice because we got to like hang out with the dogs a little bit more. So they got to be like more of the hiking adventure. You can't take them in, obviously. Right. It's not safe for them, and there's mules and stuff like that. But if you didn't see our little video from the Grand Canyon from Tennille, Selena, and I's trip into it, you should definitely check it out, because going in, you just get such a different perspective than standing at the top and like getting the same, iconic views that everybody has. And like Mark said, the North Rim is just so much different from the South Rim. It's like much greener, and you just can see more into the canyon. Like you can see more depth. So So yeah,
It's great. It's a magical
I'd
place.
say I recommend the North Rim, but like I don't want you to go there.
Keep the people away. It's our secret.
You can only go there if you're super cool. But yeah, it's so. I don't,
That's it.
anything
It's good.
else?
I think it's.
What
did I do?
No, I just, so we took the rig in to get it checked out because the slide was kind of making some funny noises.
It was a little off balance.
Mark didn't want to get stuck boondocking, since that's like my favorite thing to do is to like spend the night out here. So we did get it checked out, and they like just did some maintenance on it, so we should be
recalibrated the motors.
Should be good.
Things are good.
Yeah. So we're kind of, should knock on some wood, but we're kind of lucking out. Every time we think that there may be something wrong, there's really not. And every time we go, we're given all these tips on like how to recalibrate it, so that hopefully we can avoid something major going wrong. So far we've been pretty lucky. We've caught everything before it was a complete and utter disaster. So I appreciate those signs from the universe that we're getting. So
yep, we'll be in Sedona for a few hikes tomorrow, and then onward to Zion, I think, is next, right?
Yep. So next
Stay
up
tuned.
is Utah.
Utah trip.
Okay.
That's it for now.
That's it. All right.
Thanks for listening. Catch us on
Peace.
Instagram. Peace out.